Things at Acura lately have been kinda quiet. They need a little shot of excitement into the brand, and they are hoping that the new ADX is the answer. But I think they made one big mistake with this SUV. I'm gonna talk about that and a lot more as we take our first look. You know, Acura has always been very good at making fun lighting on its cars, and I think the new daytime running light signature on the ADX is maybe my favorite yet. Looks like a lightning bolt. You can probably guess what this is based on. And you're right, it's the Honda HR-V. That's not necessarily a bad thing. For a normal car shopper, AKA the person who's actually going to buy this is really clever stuff. Acura started with a great product in the HR-V and they made it its own. When it comes to the design, I think the HR-V already looks good. And this, the Acura-ification version of it, looks even better. So we're looking at the ADX A-Spec Advance, which is the top trim level version of the SUV, and that does dictate some of its styling. But right here, this is gonna come on every single ADX, and it's a new interpretation of the Acura grille. This one is the frameless, is what they call it, the newer version of it. It looks fantastic. You have all these crisscross lines kind of aiming right at the logo in the middle. And by the way, now we're here at the front of the vehicle. You can't tell me that this looks like an HR-V from up here. They did a great job differentiating it. The A-Spec cars get 19-inch black wheels. You can see the blue car over here is wearing one version, and the white car over here is wearing a different wheel design. That one is an add-on option. As we make our way to the back, this is where I think it looks a little bit like the HR-V, but that's okay, because they still bring in their own Acura elements, like the chicane DRL matching the front of the car. Now, as we look right here, this caught my eye immediately, but don't worry, this is only an accessory. If you look at the back of the white car, you don't have this secondary spoiler. It's not the best looking accessory I've ever seen, but for some, it might work. Okay, so I've teased you with the big mistake on this car, and this is it, the powertrain. So the ADX comes exclusively with a 1.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. Now Acura, for some reason, is not telling us how powerful this is, but it's the same engine that's in the Integra, and there it makes 200 horsepower, so that is a very reasonable assumption for this car. The mistake here is not that engine specifically, is that Acura is not using the hybrid powertrain that we love so much in the new Civic Hybrid. That also makes 200 horsepower. It has much better fuel economy, and it's just nicer to live with day to day. Right now, hybrids are a super hot commodity, so the fact that they have one available but just couldn't make it work in this car seems like a miss to me. Now, they're only able to confirm the 1.5 turbo right now, but this car getting a hybrid situation in the future, probably don't rule that out. So now we're gonna move on to the interior, and we're gonna leave behind our blue friend over there because the white car here has quite a fun surprise. So before I point out anything specifically, let me just say, cream interior with blue inserts, Acura, that is spicy, I like that. Now they better offer this with the blue exterior color because that combination, looking real good. The inside of the ADX here is very Integra-like, but that's not a bad thing. That was already a good jumping off point. Because I'm sat in the ADX A-Spec Advanced package, we have some stuff in here that you're really gonna want, which includes the 15-speaker Bang & Olufsen sound system and a heated steering wheel. Every ADX has a pretty good base tech setup. So we have this 10.2-inch digital instrument cluster in front of me. Every ADX is also going to get wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. Those are two things that everybody wants. But again, specific to the top trim is the Google integration. So that's Google Maps, the Assistant, and the Play Store, which lets you download third-party apps like Spotify. In the center console area, I'm liking what I'm seeing here. This little design element is specific to ADX, and I like that. We have physical controls here for the fan speed and the temperature controls and a real volume knob, thank you. You're also gonna get a wireless charging pad standard and 2 places to plug in your phone right here. I also like that this isn't just a button shifter, it's actually a physical control shifter. That's a nice touch. You know, I've definitely been in nicer back seats, I'll tell you that. The room is not really an issue. The legroom here is good. I'm sat behind myself, my own driving position right now. That's 5'8", so take that as you will. There's a nice amount of recline too. I can stretch out in a way that does make me comfortable. But when it comes to amenities, not much. And this is the most expensive version of the car. We got 2 air vents and 2 places to plug in your phone. No heated seats back here. There's not even a pocket for me to put things here. Let's take a look back here. Power liftgate, that's a nice start. Compact SUV, it's not gonna be anything mind-blowing in the cargo area, but Acura does say there's more space back here than an Integra. Not too bad overall. You can definitely fit a few suitcases back here for a trip. The closest competitor to the new ADX is the Lexus UX. Though the Lexus has been around for a few years now, they've kept it up to date with a few refreshes. And it's hybrid only. The Mercedes GLA also fits the bill, though it costs more money. While we've spent only a few minutes with the ADX so far, it feels like a better value proposition than the Mercedes, but it's less luxurious inside. Acura's new entry-level SUV will start in the mid $30,000 range, which actually should make it an attractive option for shoppers. Now on a larger level, will the ADX be the boost that the brand needs right now to kind of get things going again? I don't know, but we'll find out together when the car goes on sale next year. In the meantime, I'm dying to know your thoughts. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Are you somewhere in between? Let us know in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching.